Copador is a cooperative operating in Parma since 1987, in the heart of the Food Valley, and processes the tomatoes produced by its own associates. Copador members cultivate approximately 4,500 hectares of tomatoes per year, mainly in the provinces of Parma and Piacenza. Cultivations are carried out in full compliance with the regulations of the Emilia-Romagna region of integrated control and controlled quality. A staff of skilled technicians supervises the cultivations, starting from the preparation of the soil. In autumn, soil samples are taken and analyzed for each plot meant for tomato cultivation. This step is followed by the manuring, sowing, and transplanting planning. By using the very early, average, and late varieties, and by adopting various sowing and transplanting times, a harvesting campaign of more than 60 days can be programmed. All the operations dealing with the cultivations are carefully looked after by the technicians. Manuring, irrigation, antiparasitic and fungicidal treatments must be carried out in full compliance with the integrated control regulations. Conveniently located regional observatories provide useful information for all those interventions, which have to be brief and respectful to the environment, as well as to the consumer's health. With the adopted control and supply chain traceability plan, every cultivated plot has samples of the fresh fruit or vegetative part taken. In the event of uncompliance with the regional regulations, the technicians intervene in order to interrupt the harvesting. Copador Agronomic Office plans and organizes the delivery of the tomatoes at the plant, which needs to take place quickly and without interruptions. When the load arrives at the plant, a quality test is carried out by means of a modern detection station that is able to determine rapidly and with precision the main characteristics of the tomato. This system determines which tomatoes are suitable for the different processing methods: puree, pulp, and paste. 3 emptying stations are able to unload and convey to processing more than 5,000 tons of tomatoes per day. The fresh fruit is conveyed through a water vehicle to the processing lines or to the pools, depending on its destination, is additionally selected by using calibration and optical sorting units. From the pools, which represent the tomato distribution system, the product is transported through channels to the sorting and washing areas, where it is manually or electronically selected and then conveyed to the processing systems for the production of pastes, pulps, and purees. Pastes. Pastes are the products obtained from a more or less intense concentration of the juice. Washed tomatoes are sent to the scalding systems, where, with the adopted system, the product undergoes a heat treatment, which will then characterize the consistency of the final project. After this process, the pastes are given the name of cold or hot break. Sieving machines and refiners remove seeds and skins, and the obtained juice then undergoes the concentrating process. The type of heat treatment and different juice refining technologies determine the chemical and physical characteristics of the final product. Copador boasts one of the most important paste plants in Europe. 4 paste machines, supplied by one of the leading companies in this sector, enable the processing of more than 4,000 tons of fresh tomatoes every day. These concentrators are the latest in modern technology and are able to produce tomato paste with a high viscosity degree called super hot break. The degree of concentration obtained determines the name of the product that can be semi-concentrate, plain, double, or triple concentrate. The concentrated product is sterilized in tube-in-tube sterilizers, and it goes through a heat treatment which consists of sterilization, pause, and cooling phases. Pulp. The tomato used for the production of pulp is sorted mechanically, electronically, and manually, before being dispatched to the scalding and peeling phases. After undergoing a further manual sorting, it is diced into pieces of different sizes, depending on the client's requirements, ranging from a product defined as fine pulp up to a diced product of 19 by 19 millimeters. The dices then go through a further electronic sorting phase to eliminate possible defective parts or leaf stalks. Tomato juice is added in the next phase before the heat treatment. Puree. Tomatoes for puree are selected when entering the plant according to their texture and color. Afterwards, they undergo an electronic and manual sorting to obtain a high-quality raw material. The tomato goes through a hot break type treatment in order to inactivate pectolytic enzymes, and thus, thanks to the integrity of pectines, it is possible to obtain a dense mixture of the final product. Skins and seeds are removed, and the product is then refined applying different technologies, depending on the type of product desired, and it is successively sent to the sterilization and packaging sections. Packaging. Based on their destination, the pastes, pulps, and purees are packaged in aseptic bags for large-sized companies, in tin plates from 3 to 5 kilograms for large users, and in bottles for direct consumption. The purees, pulps, diced tomatoes, and pastes intended for industrial trade are put into big containers measuring from 200 to 1,200 kilograms. After sterilization in tube-in-tube sterilizers, the various products are filled using aseptic systems, in metal drums, or in large containers from 800 to 1,200 kilograms. A modern filling room contains 5 aseptic fillers for a total of 10 filling heads able to fill 280 drums per hour. The entire line is fully automated from the filling machines to the warehouse. Electronic scales adjust the quantity of the product to be used, and a program connected to the central computing system stores all the relevant data. And when the goods leave the company, they are automatically transferred thanks to the barcodes on the labels. For large consumers, canteens, communities, etc., the same products can be filled in tin cans from 3 to 5 kilograms. Two large sterilization and packaging lines can fill over 6,000 cans per hour that will be successively labeled and placed in cartons. The same products will be available in the future in small bag-in boxes. For direct consumption, purees, pulps, diced tomato, enriched tomatoes, and sauces can be filled in glass jars. A line can handle in full autonomy the packaging of 35,000 bottles per hour. The line controls every single phase: sterilization, filling, capping, pasteurization, labeling, bundling, and palletization. Quality assurance. Copador is equipped with modern laboratories not only for the control of soil and incoming raw material, but also for the control of the final products, in full compliance with the UNI-EN ISO 9002 EC and national standards. Skilled personnel carry out chemical, physical, and microbiological tests on samples taken on a scheduled frequency. By means of suitable equipment, all the parameters that are required for the product specification compliance are controlled. The data obtained is recorded and used for business and research purposes. Research and quality control through the checking of all the supply chain phases allow Copador to be a leader while respecting tradition, human beings, and the environment.